Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep. And in this video I will explain Nezuko's transformation, going over all the foreshadowing and evidence that led up to the moment in chapter 196 where she has turned completely human. I'll also cover why Muzan intended on killing the Kamado family specifically, because at the end of chapter 196 we found out for a fact that he wanted to create a demon that could conquer the sun. Therefore this would allow him the opportunity to absorb the said demon to become immortal. So without further ado, let's cue the intro. Let's first cover chapter 196 and what exactly Nezuko experienced to become human again. So as we all know, Nezuko Kamado has a special trait where she can communicate with the deceased and has been doing so throughout the series in pivotal moments for a specific reason. Her deceased family informed her that Tanjiro is in trouble and she started running for 6 hours straight to reach him to try and help. However, as we all know, Tamayo stated that Nezuko is a special demon. Tamayo says that after looking into Nezuko's blood compared to the other 12 demon moons, it's totally different. Nezuko's blood has a special trait in which it can cure demons of the curse of Muzan and his influence. Tamayo states that Nezuko's blood is changing and has transformed countless amounts of times in the process. She believes that the reason Nezuko is not talking unlike all the other demons is because right now she has a bigger mission in her head that is more important to her rather than gaining consciousness. Now we know for a fact what she has been remembering in chapter 196, and that is everyone that she holds close to her heart and loves, so this is what brings her humanity back. Now essentially, if you can remember 3 months ago, I explained that love and humanity is one of the key aspects of turning back into human after taking the medicine Tamayo created, because this is what Muzan lacks, as he started his own curse after killing the doctor trying to help him, and he lacks his own weakness. Muzan is an insecure person. Essentially, balls deep prediction magic has come true, as Nezuko even remembers best boy Zenitsu giving her flowers and all the other demon slayers looking after her, trying to make her happy. Extra emphasis is given to her brother Tanjiro, who never gave up on her and she never perished to damnation by eating humans. Muzan is the first demon that has been around longer than 1,000 years. His bloodline is connected with the Ubayashiki family tree, as their descendants were from the same period of time revealed in chapter 137. This caused the Ubayashiki family to be cursed, as the family is born weak or dies very young. The Ubayashiki family has been dedicated for over 1,000 years to destroy Muzan, as the priest informs them that a demon has come from their bloodline and they must dedicate the family to stopping him to avoid their family name from dying out. Now, a reason why humanity and love is a pivotal aspect of what makes Muzan suffer is because the author of Demon Slayer is emphasizing the point of what it means to be a human being. Part of being human is choosing to be selfless, sharing memories with your loved ones, and sharing the same pain that one suffers through the many problems we all experience in life. However, an example of Muzan rejecting his human side is in chapter 137, where he witnesses the Kaguya kids singing a family song, and he states it has strange nostalgia. The sense of relief is so repulsive. Muzan is running away from his human side, as he calls himself a calamity just like an earthquake, and has the characteristics of what is exactly opposite of what makes us all human. Now, as we have seen in the recent Demon Slayer chapters such as 196, the emphasis on the group being a family that are linked together as one unit is highlighted. This is due to all of them sharing the pain and suffering Muzan has caused to all of them as a demon, and they have not forgiven him for the tragedy he has caused by being the so-called natural calamity he claims to be. They all want revenge on Muzan for the sake of saving humanity itself with selfless reasons. The exact opposite of Muzan and the other members who defer to his team such as Kokushibo and Kaigaku, who seek power due to their insecurity of being weak. Muzan finally acknowledges this fact, as he describes in chapter 196 that it's this boy's fault I couldn't finish them off. No, it's just not him. The members of the Demon Slayer Corps are linked with like beads in a rosary. That organization is like a living creature seeking to catch me in its coils. This is foreshadowing the fact that since Tanjiro says everyone needs to strike a spot at once, it's the only way he will be defeated. Thus, the characters will band together to perform this task in the future chapters of how this manga will end. Now guys, this is some big brain play here, but please remember in chapter 134, the idea of retaining your humanity and love is foreshadowed throughout the story of Demon Slayer. For example, Kaguya Ubayashiki asks Muzan what kind of dreams does he have exactly. He is asking this because dreams is one aspect that makes us human. One could say other species do not have dreams like ours, right? Muzan then says he feels no hatred towards Kaguya, despite him being an eyesore, and then he remembers his childhood and says it's repulsive. Ubayashiki scolds him once again that human thoughts last for eternity, and his dream of being indestructible is a foolish game, since he has never been forgiven for the lives of people's loved ones he has taken away. Now we see this coming into fruition in the final battle. As I said, all the members of the Demon Slayer Corps have a reason to hate Muzan due to their tragic backstories he has caused. Muzan fears death and will do anything for his own survival, but he has slowly realized he cannot win this battle and is trying to run away. Well, think about it. What is he trying to run away from? His demons, his past, the people that have never forgave him. You guys all know that saying, right? So if you guys have noticed, in chapter 196, 194 and 190, Muzan starts to describe the characters he's facing as demons themselves, as he is losing his strength and powers. Muzan is someone that struggles with the concept and insecurity of his own weakness, right? Muzan doesn't want to die, and the concept of death is what triggers him all the time, because that is a destiny we as all humans have. We will all be in the grave one day, but he's trying to cling on to being a demon. The irony of the situation is that he is the hypocrite and has caused this event to occur himself, seeking out immortality like Ubayashiki said. This is because by killing Tanjiro's family and making Nezuko a demon, it set off the spark to the flame within Tanjiro. As the event caused the revival of the Demon Slayer mark, the breath of the sun breath came back, and the Black Sword prophecy that was destined to be fulfilled from Yoriichi 400 years ago came true. So when we look at the recent Demon Slayer chapters when Muzan has had his PTSD flashbacks about Yoriichi, he states that Yoriichi was a demon, not himself. Someone whose abilities that are compared to gods or Buddha, and they would have been caught off guard too just by his sheer strength. This is playing to the fact that the man is insecure about his own weaknesses and strength. For example, the doctor that was trying to save his life in the past, he thought the medicine wasn't working. He just didn't have the patience or strength to recover from it. So in this inside, Muzan believes he's weak. Since he became a demon, Muzan has become this powerful entity. But anyone that appears to him now that is stronger than him, he will label them as a demon, such as Tanjiro and Yoriichi. So all in all, this is just Muzan's arrogance where he cannot accept his own flaws. And our flaws as human beings, this is what makes us, right? Muzan is shown to be afraid in chapter 196, once Tamayo states that his death is near due to the medicine having 4 different effects. She is enjoying the destruction of someone she has hated for centuries. So the irony of the situation is that Muzan is facing his own demons he created by being destroyed by them, just as the demons he created from the past have ruined the lives of so many others. Everything in the story has come full circle. So why did Muzan target the Kamado family? Well, according to chapter 191 and 192, Sumiyoshi, Tanjiro's ancestor, was saved by Yoriichi, and as a way to say thank you to him, he passed on the fire dance festival to his children, which eventually fell into Tanjiro's father's hand and later helped Tanjiro in the fight against Muzan. So Muzan probably found out about the Kamado family and had knowledge of the fire breath style through their dance festival, and he had to delete any remnants of Yoriichi, the guy who was closest to killing him in his long lifestyle. Furthermore, Kokushibo, Yoriichi's brother, he confirmed in the chapters that he and Muzan were killing every single breath user for around 400 years. So maybe Muzan got some information and he wanted to do so, as he wanted to get a family that was from the sun breath ritual that could probably create someone that could conquer the sun. Now in chapter 196, we also have something interesting. Around the end of the chapter, we see the dragon-like head, and it is said the Demon Slayer heads are linked like a rosary, and that organization is like a living creature to looking to catch me in its coil. And right after, in the next page, Tanjiro says, but if we strike 12 spots at once, and he hints to the fact that they will all need to band together to do this. And since the Demon Slayer Corps are like one organism, doesn't it seem plausible for all of them just to defeat Muzan together, not just Tanjiro? We already know the Demon Slayers aren't dead, as Muzan stated in chapter 196 that he couldn't finish them off. As we all know, all the demons we have seen in the series are redeemed after regaining their conscience and humanity. Tanjiro helps them through this process. Muzan threw away his human side after killing the doctor that tried to save him. And this dude even loved being a demon and killed people to sustain himself. He abandoned all of his human morality and became evil to the core. So what's interesting is that in Japanese tradition, the red spider lily are associated with the afterlife. The red spider lilies symbolize death and reincarnation to the Japanese, and is often found during funerals because it's also a symbol for missing memories and abandonment. The saying goes that they invoke memories of the dead one last time before crossing to the Sansu River. All who wish to enter the cycle of reincarnation must traverse the width of it. And remember, he just mentioned Buddhism in Demon Slayer 2. The blue spider lily we see in Demon Slayer doesn't actually exist, but what the creator of the manga has done is create an antithesis to the meaning of the red spider lily we have in real life, in which all of this is linked and comes back to the inspiration of the series of you losing your memories and are thrown into eternal damnation into hell, especially the whole thing regarding the curse. We see this motif with the other demons too, like with Kokushibo and Akaza. They said they lost their memories after they kept feeding on humans and were demons for hundreds and hundreds of years. Kokushibo said that the only thing that he could remember was Yorichi's face, but everything else was a blur. He says this himself in chapter 174, that his memories from 400 years ago only started to come back due to his trembling sensation of death. Akaza also mentioned this in chapter 156. The only reason he stopped is because of his memories regarding his loved ones and his humanity was brought back. Furthermore, all demons Tanjiro and the Pillars kill regain their memories and leave damnation after losing in battle or realizing the truth. Going all the way back to the first few episodes of Demon Slayer, when Tanjiro saw Nezuko as a demon for the first time, the first thing he made her remember was their family and her loved ones. He then made sure that she would never harm, kill or eat another human to satisfy her hunger and fall into damnation like the other demons. Nezuko also passed the test with the wind pillar Sanemi, where he was putting his blood out right in front of her and she didn't lose her humanity and being consumed with her desire to eat humans, and then she remembered Tanjiro again, said, no, I'm not doing that shit. This further validates my point about Nezuko never falling into damnation like the others, thus her link to Muzan is much weaker. Nezuko has a special connection with her family of which she has never lost her love and her affection of them, and we see this connection in chapter 39 where her mother tells her to wake up and save Tanjiro when he was about to die. Even Kaguya Ubuyashiki in his letter mentions this, that through strong spiritual strength Nezuko maintains her human reason. Nezuko has become a human being because her blood is special, maybe because of her family name or blood ritual or the sun breath, and she also took the medicine that the Dr. Saab created, and on top of that she didn't lose her human side at all. That's all my analysis and my thoughts about the process of the latest Demon Slayer chapters. Make sure you support the channel by following me on Twitter or Instagram, smash that like button, hit the notification bell as we will cover the end of this series. I hope you enjoyed my explanation and let me know if you agree in the comments. Thank you and see ya.